What are some of the challenges Northwestern's defense presents, especially in this?
Yeah, first and foremost, they're not going to beat themselves. They're the least penalized team in the country, and so they play sound football, tough, hard-nosed, very stout up front. They basically playing with 4 defensive tackles on their defensive line, so great challenge up front. Secondary-wise, in the back end, they're going to be sound, disciplined. Like I said, they're not going to beat themselves, so we've got to make sure we go in there. We can't turn the ball over, can't have the penalties and get behind the chains. And in order, if we do that, we're not going to be successful.
Why have you guys struggled on third down this season?
Yeah, been in too many third downs. And anytime you're in third down and third down and long, then it's tough. And defenses can do a lot of different things, and so we've got to be more productive and efficient first and second downs. And so we don't get to as many third downs, and if we do, they're third and manageable. And so that's something that we're working on, and we've got to be better Saturday.
How have you guys felt like you've done in third and manageable, third and short situations this season?
Not as well as we need to. We get those third and ones, third and twos, and at times we've gotten stoned. So we've got to be better all across the board and understand that third down, that's the money down, and we've got to make sure we convert so we can extend drives and keep the defense off the field.
Do you think Martinez's relative youth has anything to do with that? Because defenses tighten up on third down, or they do more exotic things?
Really, it's across the board. Everybody has to step up and make a play. Linemen have to, create more surge up front. Receivers have to create separation on the perimeter, and so all of us can do a better job in third down, being more productive.
What's Maurice Washington going to look like this week? Is he going to be signed kind of similar to what you guys did with him last week, or he kind of was a receiver as well as a tailback? Yeah,
he's a playmaker, so we're going to find ways to get him the ball, find ways to match him up against someone that he has an advantage over. And so you're going to see him in a number of different roles, and we've got to be smart. He's still a freshman, so we can't overwork him, but we definitely have to try to find ways to get the ball in his hands, and because when he has the ball in his hands, he's pretty special.
Is there any temptation to use him more often flexed out because he can run and he can just be going straight ahead?
Yeah, those are the type of athletes, those are the type of guys we want are versatile players. Running backs that can line up outside, receivers that can line up as a running back, tight end. We want guys that have flexibility, versatility. That way, when he's on the field, defensive coordinators don't know where he's going to be. Is he going to be a running back? Is he going to be a receiver? If they want to play man, as Wisconsin did, we lined him up outside, and we took advantage of him on a linebacker. And so he has those skills. He has a skill set of a receiver. And so there's going to be times when you see him out at receiver and trying to create a matchup on a linebacker or on a safety that's not used to covering.
What's been the key to JD's rise?
Going
back to camp, I guess.
Really, attitude-wise, every day he comes to work. He comes to be great. I think he wants to be great. And even after that game he was talking about the 2 or 3 plays that he didn't make. There are a couple routes where he went a little too deep and the timing with the quarterback was off. And so there were 2 or 3 plays that if he'd have made, he probably had over 250 yards. And so he always wants to be great. He comes to work focused and ready to go, and he just keeps getting better and better each game.
He led the nation last year in third down catches. This year I think he's got 3.
Yeah.
Are you guys trying to find ways to maybe free him up, because he was pretty good at that last year?
Yeah. He's just a good football player, and so anytime third down, money down, you want to make sure you're kind of targeting your top guys, and within the system, some defense, they try to take away your top guys on third down, and so we've got to be smart. But we definitely, he's consistent. We know where he's going to be. Quarterback has confidence in him, and so we definitely, third down, he's a guy that we're trying to get the ball to. Stan is another guy, so we can move the chains.
What different have you noticed about your offense in the second half of the game?
Yeah, been a little better. That was the emphasis. This point of emphasis this week was we got to start faster. Defense, to me, did a great job last game against Wisconsin. First half, hold them to field goals. I think the first 2 possessions, the third possession, they made them punt. and we've got to capitalize. We've got to start faster, score touchdowns, get up on opponents. You know, and the teams we play, you can't go down in a halftime 20-3 and expect to win. And so we've got to be just as good in the first half as we've been in the last 2 games in the second half.
How do you go about working on that emphasis?
Yeah, you know, guys have to, you know, we're going to be aggressive. We've got to, you know, we're going to attack in that first quarter, but, you know, it comes down to guys making plays and when your number's called, going out there and producing and having that mindset that, you know, once we step on that field, first quarter, first drive, you know, we got to go down and score. We did that against Purdue, went down and scored, and then the next 7 drives, we didn't do anything. And so it's that urgency. Even if we score on the first drive, hey, the next drive just as important, and let's go.
That play you got JD for the touchdown.
Yeah.
You guys just sort of devised that last week, or is that something you guys had in your back?
No, it's actually something we've worked on. We had it against Troy. We didn't call it. So we've had reps on that play. They actually played a different coverage than we anticipated. And, you know, the offensive line did a great job of protecting Adrian, and then JD beat the safety and made a play. So most of the plays we're going to run, we've repped them at some point during fall camp or during the season. And so the guys, you know, they know what to do.
You guys have moved the ball, but yards per point.
Yeah.
What do you attribute that to? Is it the penalties that you guys will occasionally get?
That's one of the factors. You know, you get behind the chains. You know, we've got to be better in the red zone. You got to move the ball, and when you get in the red zone, you got to score points. I don't care how many yards you average. You know, that doesn't matter. It's all about points and scoring points. And so we've got to be better in the red zone. We got to be better on third down. You know, we can't get behind the chains on first and second down with penalties. And but it comes down to scoring points, and we've got to do a better job.
Working on the red zone stuff, is that just repping it more in practice, or is that guys get a little bit more detailed?
Both. Definitely repping it, making sure that the guys understand what's going to happen, what's going on, the game plan. You know, and then when we get out there, the guys have to make plays. And I think a couple times in the red zone against Wisconsin, we had a penalty here and there and moved us back, and we weren't able to score. So it's a combination of really all 3 of those things.
How close is McGriff and the grown getting
Right now, they're still developing, and so you know, they're on the scout team. They're giving our defense a great look and getting better, going against our number 1 guys. And you know, those guys, you know, they need a year in the weight room to get stronger, get bigger, especially at the position they're playing. And so they're doing a great job on scout team. And you know, we'll kind of see towards the end of the year what happens, and if they're able to see the field or not.
How much is the time of possession differential a concern, and do you guys, with some of the injuries on defense, are you going to try to maybe be a little more?
Yeah, you'd like to hold on to the ball more. In the end, I think defense, Coach Shenander would tell you they want us to score points. So if the time of possession is skewed and we don't have the ball, if we're scoring points, it helps them out. But we understand that, you know, we've got to maintain some drives. We can't go 3 and out and put the defense back on the field. You know, we've got to make sure we give them the rest that they need. But in the end, we got to score points. And if we score points, they'll be happy with us.